Hi guys, this is Lashette from Scarlet Moon Creations and I am back with a new video. This is my Garden Arcana episode 5 video where I talk about the tarot cards Death, Temperance, and the Devil here in my garden, the Foodway. Okay, oh that's nice. So it's been a while, right? Just FYI, the mask is because I have a little bit of a sore throat, so being mindful of my fellow travelers, but also because allergies. I'm sure the two are related. It is at the day of filming this, October 31st, Halloween, Samhain, if you celebrate. And I'm here at Concrete Plant Park in the Foodway. This is a section I don't think I've stood in before, so I picked it. Just outside we have some lovely fall foliage going on with the yellow on those trees. But anyway, you're here today after a long time. The Garden Arcana series was created by Candy, Soul, and Soil, and Garden Goddess Tarot as a sub-tag of the tarot in real life. And the point is to find tarot, the major arcana, themes, images, whatever, in your garden. I do not have a garden, but I am a volunteer and a part of the Foodway team. The Foodway is here in Concrete Plant Park, the only edible food forest that is publicly accessible here in New York City. This is located in the Bronx, and this is my garden because I live in an apartment. So that's the review because it's been a while. Why has it been a while? What happened was September, right? I'm kind of doing these roughly at the end of each month. Thea and Candy did their 7 videos in 7 weeks, and like I mentioned, I don't have the capacity for that, and as you can see, but I plan to do one a month. September I missed because like I said, I do this at the end of the month. Roughly week 2 I kind of slightly gory injury discussion here. I'll put a timer for when I'm done if you want to skip ahead. But I kind of sliced open my toe, and while it was healing, I could not walk for a couple of weeks because it was the bottom of my toe, and so all of the pressure of the rest of my body, thanks to gravity, would reopen it and or cause me pain. So I wasn't coming out here. The end of the month I was okay, but I had a retreat and that went well. And so October came and I was just busy, to be perfectly honest. So that's what happened. Now we're at the end of October and I'm ready to talk about some plants and the tarot. Like I said, we are at 13, 14, and 15 of the major arcana: Death, Temperance, and the Devil. So let's jump right into it. It's only right that I'm filming the day before my birthday with the Death card. Death happens, right? It's the end of October, so death is all around. The leaves on the trees are changing colors, and other plants are just, dying back now, as we can see. It's the cycle of life. These are not associated with the Death card or Scorpio, which I am if you haven't picked it up yet. But yeah, the plants are slowly going into hibernation mode for winter. And since we have a variety of plants and trees here, not many, there's various cycles of life and death here. And yeah, some are going back, but it's that time of year for them, but others are just not. Okay, talking about some plants, we still have a little bit of the creeping thyme here, and thyme is said to ease the spirits of those who have passed violently. And no lie, it's very helpful for my throat right now. We also have come back to the apple trees, and you'll see these again today, but yeah, apples are quite often left out, either buried or just out as offerings to those who have passed. Cedar is said to combat malevolent spirits. These are not in the Foodway, but in the park itself. I do believe that juniper, which this is part of the cedar family. So if I'm wrong, you won't see this part of the video. But yeah, cedar. I don't know if these are getting ripe or what. Juniper. Marigold is used extensively by Mexicans who celebrate the Day of the Dead. We do not have any of that here, but I just wanted to point it out since that is a card for death in the Herb Crafter's Tarot. Let's not forget the river here. This is the Bronx River. There is usually a river on the death card. And there's 5 rivers in the underworld in Greek mythology. That watery aspect of Scorpio, sorrow, and loss. I don't know if I'll have footage of it, but we had things like butterfly weed, and we plant a whole pollinator section of the Foodway to, you know, attract butterflies, which are symbols of death and transformation. Last year, I'll put footage of that, we did a whole monarch butterfly event, or 2 actually. While we took care of them while they were in their cocoons, and then we released them to help the populations. As for themes of death, you can't see them now, but these are more cherries. I believe these are, yes, more and sea cherry, and these are peaches. And both of these are plants that have pits that are poisonous to humans if we were to eat them crushed or even partially cracked. They have cyanide, so be careful on that. They can cause the fruits of these trees. I mean, another sign of death or attempting is bindweed. I'm gonna try to get close enough so you can see it. This like plant wrapped around the fig here, and it's kind of all over. And we're trying to keep it from doing like so here. And because bindweed likes to strangle plants to death, basically. And we don't want that. No, we do not. So getting rid of it is a priority. We want these figs to live and thrive. Lastly, we are back at the elders, and really there's so much to say. First of all, you can't eat the leaves or the branches because they are not good for you. I don't think they're poisonous, but definitely not something you will enjoy. The other thing I could say, I don't know. Elder is kind of has a lot of superstition surrounding it, to the point where there are various Celtic traditions and peoples that have decided you can't use elder for firewood or for magic rituals or anything like that. It's off limits. It's quite honestly a bush associated with the dead. There's a story about Judas hanging himself from an elder tree, and I mean, I'm a little skeptical because these are more bushes than trees. But that's just me. There's other stories similar outside of Christianity, and maybe not the best tree. People bury their dead near elder bushes or plant elders near the body, that kind of thing. So let's move on to the next card. Okay, so the next card brings us back to the middle path. Temperance. If you will focus. There we go. The path that goes up the middle here, we worked on very hard this year. The Foodway closed for a couple of months, and we came back to the path basically overgrown, and then trying to work on it took a while and a lot of hands, and it finally looks like a path again. Just appreciating that. The middle path on the Tree of Life in the Kabbalah is associated with temperance. A lot of the temperance is the work we put in to the Foodway, figuring out what plants work and what don't, and why and why not, what the various people of the community want and need, and what they don't want, even if they need it, and figuring out what's a weed versus what is native and helpful is all part of the balancing act. A lot of the purpose and point here is alchemy in and of itself. We don't consume these plants as they are. Usually we are making something of them when we go home. Teas and tinctures and oxymels and all kinds of other medicinal skincare products, oils, all of the above, and adding them to our meals, cooking, mixing, and making is all part of the Foodway, though it might not all happen here. However, I do add on that point that soon, a week after I'm filming this, or not even this Saturday, we will be having our big event to end the season, the community banquet, and the whole point is to show that alchemy. I will be one of the herbalists, showing people how they can make plant wands, smoke wands, and incense. There will be people making oxymels, and there will be a hydration station with teas and herbal infused drinks and things from the Foodway, as well as chefs, various cooks, both amateur and professional chefs from local restaurants will be using ingredients grown in a foodway to make meals. There will be plant art and tour and other activities, so I'm looking forward to it. I need this throat issue to go away so I can participate with some calm. So yeah, the teas will be there. Camellia is the plant on the Herb Crafter's Tarot. No, not one that grows here. Death, really, for a second. Or not even. We have the devil. The devil came down to the Bronx, Georgia this time. And that devil was spotted lantern flies. I will put a screenshot, a picture, or a video of them so you can see what they look like. But they hatched or descended New York City like mad. And one of the things, they really decimated our milkweed. Not only, but yeah, they don't usually look like that when they're dying. So just, they love the milkweed, which is great for butterflies and birds, a wonderful pollinator. Some more death-causing plants, these morning glories, which I believe are related to the bindweed, because the flowers look similar. But another plant associated with temperance is the purple coneflower, echinacea. They're mostly died back now, but there's still some blooming. And these are known as blood purifying to those indigenous to the area, the Lenape and various others. And yeah, the root in particular we use, so we wait till the flower dies back and the plant puts its energy back into the root, and then the root is what is in your medicines for things like flu and whatnot, because it's just really good for you. It helps battle the flu and other viruses and illnesses. So that's why we often look for echinacea in our pills, our medications, our supplements. The balance of the land and sea. You can see the river from here. The wild growing plants with gardening and keeping things somewhat neat and organized with the path, but letting the plants do their thing. Weeding what we think should not be here, or is not very helpful. Having things that are for food or just for the plants and animals and insects versus people having pollinators and nuts and fruits and flowers and berries all in one space. It's all temperance. Okay, last but not least, we have the devil card. The devil is in the details. And I'm back at the cherries because cherry pits can kill you, but they also, just cherries in general, have a very devilish reputation. They're red, I guess. it's very interesting to hear about. But yeah, cherries and all right, our next plant, late flowering bone set. I don't know that this specific one is associated with the devil, but it is associated with Capricorn, and it's very helpful when you're really, really, really sick. Like, it does not taste good. You're gonna want to be not on death's door, but not doing well. It's growing in a lot of places in the Foodway this year. That was not how we planted them. It is there to get deep within you and get out. When you have a really bad flu, like your whole body aches, you're super snotty and disgusting, you just don't feel like a human being, this is when you break this stuff out. I don't feel that bad, but I might have some this week. Because, yeah, it's just a native plant that is very helpful for kind of, if you think about it, removing the devil inside. Shoot. I'll also put on the screen here blackberries. They're not native, but they show up. Like randomly, they showed up earlier this year. And that happens to be the devil card for the Herbcrafter's Tarot. And I'm definitely not going to argue that. Last but not least, we've got sumac, staghorn sumac. And this is not in the Foodway, but it is in Concrete Plant Plot, so I'm including him. One, I think the horns kind of work for you. These are, you know, on their way out. But you can see the berries. They're very, very, very sour and super red, like the leaves are right now. And like this devil right here. And you can make juices and teas out of them. It's super delicious. Or you can just eat the berries because they're 100% that good. There are poison sumac and the tree of heaven that looks similar. Those are the ones more associated with the devil, not these. Like, they tempt all kinds of birds, thrushes, and just every kind of bird. I will list a bunch of them that I found out about. Oh, there's a dude fishing down there. Huh. I don't know what he's fishing for, but anyway, they grow all along the bank here. Look at these guys. They have decimated the milkweed, so they've moved on to other trees. More sumac. Here are some big ones. I've shown you roses before, but here at the entrance of the Foodway, we have other roses. And roses are on the death card. So they are associated with rose. I believe it's a Tudor rose. I also believe this is not that type of rose either. But rose is rose. Okay guys, that is it for me today. This is the end of this segment of Garden Arcana in the Foodway. I'll be back with episode 6 and 7 hopefully in November. I don't know when this video is going up because it's the last day of October. I don't think it's going up today, so you might get 3 Garden Arcana in November. So that's it for me today, guys. Like this video if you like this. Subscribe if you are new. Hit the notification bell so you know when the next video is coming. And links in the description to the Foodway and the Bronx River Alliance. If you'd like to know more, I'd like to come and visit. And there are links to my other social media accounts if you'd like to follow me anywhere else. There's also a 10% off discount code to my Etsy shop where I make all natural bath and body products, some of which have ingredients from the Foodway. So they are pesticide-free, organic, well taken care of, you know. That is one of our things here at the Foodway. So, guys, thank you as always so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.